Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my full review of the Blackberry Z10. Now this is the device that you saw me unbox on the channel about a week or so ago, BlackBerry's new touchscreen mobile phone running the Blackberry 10 operating system. And this new operating system can be woken up with just a swipe, no need to actually physically touch a power button. It also has this nice little peek feature where you can peek into BlackBerry Hub and you can gain access to all of your email notifications and social networks. Running apps are presented in tiles and the rest of the applications presented in a familiar sort of icon grid base. You can also switch between screens nice and quickly by grabbing the sort of touch area at the bottom of the screen and swiping from left to right. Now the Twitter app, it runs fluidly. This is the official Twitter app available at launch and it was a joy to use, although lacking in some features. Now, one of the main concerns is the apps that are available for something like this, and there are a lot to choose from. They've done a good job of putting in a lot of developers to launch apps for this new device and for BlackBerry 10. But searching for something as simple as Twitter, perhaps I want an alternative to the official Twitter app, and the results were very disappointing. There are some apps in there, but no alternative really to the actual official Twitter app. And the same goes for Instagram. We have no official Instagram app at launch, so a little bit disappointing on that front too. Hopefully things like this will improve with time. What did impress me a great deal was the touch typing experience. Now the predictive text actually pops up above the letter that you're just about to press, and then you can sort of flick that word up onto the screen. Now with a bit of practice, I think this would be a lot more intuitive and a lot quicker than typing on, for example, my iPhone 5 or the Lumia 920. I think it just takes a little bit of practice to get used to where these words are going to actually pop up and actually use it to its full potential. Moving on, something else I was really impressed with was the actual dialer, a nice large dialer here, and not normally something to get too excited about, but it was nicely spaced, very easy to use, and the actual incoming and outgoing call quality really superb. A good job on that front. Moving on to the camera. Now there's been some mixed reviews on the camera performance, and I tested this with both the video and the photo capability. Now with photos, a little bit disappointing actually. At low light the photos were very grainy and just a big disappointment. With video capture though, the 1080p capture from the rear facing camera and the 720p capture from the front facing camera, very good indeed. Good colour saturation, good lighting, good detail, so a good job in that respect. One thing that did let the camera app down though is what you're seeing on your screen now. Sometimes I was left wondering what am I meant to touch next. I had to keep sort of flicking in and out of the camera app to get the screen to respond as I would have expected it to. But saying that, there are a lot of options here. We've got some nice scenes that we can choose from for taking photos, but overall I just think that the whole camera application on BlackBerry 10 needs a little bit of work to really bring it up to what I would expect from a premium phone. And then moving on to BlackBerry Maps. Now this is something that BlackBerry really excelled at with previous versions of their operating system. It is nice and fast to search and find things, but when you actually want the map to populate with data, this is over a Wi-Fi network. It's very slow, so I can't even really understand how much slower it would be if you were on a 3G or an LTE network. What you're seeing now is a really fast Wi-Fi connection, and the screen draw and the rate at which it's pulling the data in, really unacceptable in my opinion. So again, I think BlackBerry need to work on their Maps application for BlackBerry 10 to really enhance the code so that it gives us what we need to see on the screen a lot quicker. And then finally, notification bar at the top you can pull down for quick access to things like alarms and settings. And there are plenty of settings here. The first one I went into here was display, just to check out the brightness. The screen is good on the BlackBerry Z10, not as good as I would have expected it to be. But there are a lot of settings here, so moving on to a more positive point, we've got plenty to choose from, especially when it comes to security, something that BlackBerry really pride themselves on, and it's all nicely presented and very easy to access. Overall, the BlackBerry Z10 is a refreshing handset and the BlackBerry 10 operating system looks very promising. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.